Got this thing going. Getting zeroed in on the time. And talking about finding peace in chaos is where I'm at today. Finding peace in chaos. It's in Philippians 4, 6 through 7. And talks about what worries can you hand over to God this week. I think sometimes we just feel like we have to do everything and can handle everything and are supposed to handle everything as parents, as persons, as just whatever. What's going on, Ryan? How's it going? Delia. Thanks, Tony. Hello. Good to see you guys again today. So if you want to join in any of your thoughts, I'll get around to some of your comments here in a minute. Just wanted to share some of what this means to me and how it affects my day to day. We've got an interesting life for the most part. We've got 6 kiddos and dealing with my disability and Andrea's health issues and just crazy kids, and they're all in active ages and craziness, and man, it can feel overwhelming, and it is definitely chaotic. So finding peace in chaos is the scripture reference, and just want to share part of that too. And I think this is like kind of tied into one of the big things where people are always, associating your trials and your frustrations with, what God will give you. God will give you more than you can handle. He doesn't give you more than you can handle, and all that good stuff. It just feels, sometimes life just feels chaotic, and I think those are the times and those are the things that really drive you to hand some of that back over to God. I know for me and for Andrea, I know when we're stressing. And what's going on, Stormbringer? Good to see you, bud. You have to keep me updated on your story that we were talking about a little bit yesterday. See how all that goes. And anyways, you guys, I know it makes a big difference in when I feel overwhelmed and stressed beyond what I think I'm capable of handling. I know it definitely helps me to know that I've got somebody else in my corner helping me out, right? So those are the times I think when I feel like I need to reach out and ask for more strength and try to. I think when those are, maybe it's kind of like when like I feel overwhelmed. Like an example would be last week when I was feeling overwhelmed with all the things I had to do, and like I had talked about, voiced, and also been praying on my own, just that I was overwhelmed and trying to get so much stuff done. And then out of the blue, an old neighbor that had moved out of the neighborhood stops by to help out with the lawnmower, the riding lawnmower, and jumps out there and starts just changing the belt on it for me, like in my handing my chaos over to God, asking for help. I'm not saying that that's like what happens every time, and that's the way things just always go, but in one way or another, it seems that when there's ultimate chaos, there's a big magpie that just landed on my window somehow, like on the corner of my brick house, but he just flew off. That's really weird. Anyways, those are the times when I'm stressed and overwhelmed, and I know that as I pray and still show my faithfulness even in the light of chaos, like in one way or another, in one way or another, there's always something that seems to help out, and that's just the only way that I've been able to make it. I don't know if anybody else has any thoughts in any of this, but like I've got some cues that I kind of wrote down just to spur me along, but let's see. And and the peace of God will surpass all understanding and will guard your heart and minds. And that's actually Philippians 4, verse 7. And peace doesn't come from a calm life. It comes from knowing who in the chaos will be there during the storm, and that's like so true. Because no matter what, we are going to be stressed out. I know things don't go smooth and perfect on my end every day, ever. You'd think that at some point there'd just be a trade-off and be like, okay, you've dealt with you've had enough BS. You are off the hook now for the rest of your life. Here you go. Not quite. So, hasn't happened that good yet. But I know that there's still moments like that where that friend stopped by to help out. It was like just enough of a pick me up to push me on more, and to like push me on for the rest of the day to carry on, but also it like spurred my attitude back up, and like I was able to be just more in it with my family, with my personal feelings of well-being. It like helped me out, and then I was able to be more encouraging and more Christ-like and more kind in all the other things I was doing. So let's see, Tony, sorry, I really want to figure out how to get these prompts to stay up on the screen. Linda says, hello, what's your dad and everyone in the chat? Please, sweet God, help us now. Never had stomach issues, but I do now. And what's going on? Oops. And what's going on in America? Please help us. Yeah, for sure. We need to all be praying for that. And then, whoop, where'd you go, bud? And then Tony, was the verse getting me through high school? Philippians 4, 4 verse 7 was getting me through high school when a family member took their own life. Struggled so bad finding peace, still do. Oh man, I'm sorry. That's gosh dang, that's a steep one. That can leave such a hollow spot. I don't know. I haven't had to experience that. Yeah, we deal with some pretty crazy stuff, and it's amazing that we're able to keep on going sometimes and still be there for our jobs, for our lives, for our spouses, for our kids, for whatever, for one another. And it is just insane sometimes, right? But I'm sorry that you've got that. And hello, busy. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. It's just busy days. I think everybody's got that. And um, today we've got like 10 different directions, 10 things going on. And there's just Andrea and I, and gosh, you got kids' concerts, and Andrea's got her volleyball games and stuff where it's like finalizing for them, so that she's got it's a special night for there, and it would be nice to be there to support and watch and be a part of that, because we've watched as Andrea's been teaching these young girls all about sports and volleyball and um, all the stuff that she can, mainly by example, I think, and showing them how they can live a better life and be better. Where's my fly swatter? This guy's been trying to get me nonstop. So if you see me attack myself, that's why. But anyways, it's been just a lot of a lot of a lot of things going on all the time, and I don't think I've realized how chaotic things are. And as I bring up some of these topics to talk about, it's all fresh to me too, and it's like I try not to read too much into it, other than just I have a way that I've put some topics together to be laid out for us in advance, and then, my goodness. And I want it to just be as fresh and authentic as possible. I've been figuring out how to catch flies. We have a little jumping spider that's been one of our additions as a family that we have been feeding and growing. It's been pretty fun. Being able, it's a strange release for the kids to be able to be a part of this. But it's been funny. So is this flies. It's I'm just thinking about it's gonna be ending up in the spider's world if I get a chance to pass it on to its next life. Trying to think what else I can, how else I can describe during the chaos, and being able to hand some of this off to God. I saw somebody comment about the Black Widow. I'll tell you in a minute about that. It's pretty crazy. So I think when everything feels out of order, God reminds us that His presence is the way to bring in calmness and peace. I know that for a fact. I know that when, gosh dang it, when the world is crazy, my life feels like a freight train heading into more chaos. Like the only thing that can help me feel any. All right, how about now? Can you guys let me know if it comes through any better? Fatima, hello. Stream is jumping. Okay, no picture. Now we should be. Do you have a picture back, Nikki? Yeah, definitely. You're my hero. God bless you and your beautiful family. God be with you. And I'd love to tell you that you're my motivation to carry on this world. Well, thanks, Teresa. That's really... There we go. Well, hopefully that is better. Okay, thanks, guys. Well, thanks for sticking around and coming back in there then. And hopefully it stays fresh. I think that's the whole thing, Teresa. Like for you, you say that this motivation or the help that you feel like you're getting from Hello in Portugal, from me is helping to carry you on in this world. But I think God has done some sort of thing, whether it's just having me be here doing this live, to put me there for you to be able to have something that's going to help you out during that time. Um, let's see if you haven't heard it before. There's a lovely song called "Refresh Me." I'll have to check it out, Tony. The lyrics are all about this subject. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to screenshot that. I have to look it up and listen to that later. It's got to be a good one. Turn on Do Not Disturb if you want certain people to be able to call and text through. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't anybody calling or doing anything. But yeah, I'll have to set the Do Not Disturb. That's a good point, because there has been times when calls come through and I never thought about how to stop it from coming through. It's one of those obvious things. But anyways, I think we all, everybody that's been here or talking it and sharing any of this, I think we've all experienced exactly what that scripture verse is talking about. And I think it's pretty powerful to know that there's a being, a force, a connection that is there for us to guide us and help us and give us strength when we can't do any more on our own and you just feel stuck or feel lost or abandoned. There's so much in life that can be stressful and frustrating and scary and sad, and I know that I've been in some moments where I don't want to be alone, and there is such a sweet and beautiful connection in prayer in those moments where that has been a huge help and a guiding source of light. Let's see. Gotta kind of get on here. If you guys have, all right, cool. Thanks, Stormbringer. If you guys have thoughts or experiences that you want to share or talk about, or anything that you want to bring up in here, feel free to. Let's see. Just wondering if anybody's got any recent situations or anything that you really feel, I guess, that God's been able to bring you peace. Or how you can initiate that better and give encouragement to others to be able to have strength in those times of weakness. We can definitely, if anybody wants to share anything like that, it'd be great. But now I can drop back to the Black Widow story. Somebody was asking me about how the Black Widow story ended. The other day we were doing a live and this big Black Widow was running across my driveway, and I put a cup over it, and a few minutes later a big huge beetle was running by. I opened the lid up and let the beetle go in there, and eventually the spider found the beetle, and I was probably grateful that I had that for a snack, but I couldn't really see through the cup very well, so I put a clear cup over it. Um, and then later on that night, a storm came in while I was out there working on the car. I was running back and forth real quick trying to put the tools inside the garage, and I backed up and ran right into that cup, like with my wheel on my wheelchair, and it stopped me dead in my tracks and flipped me over backwards. As I was going over backwards, I knew that I'd hit that cup, and I was doing everything I could to like make sure that I was going to roll as far away as possible. As my feet were heading up. Oh man, that was just so freaky. It was nighttime, it was storming, it was starting to rain, and finally knocked this cup over with this big, huge black widow in it. That's gotta be pissed that it's been kept in that cup all day. Thankfully, I didn't find where it went. Well, I don't know if that's the right answer, but thankfully it didn't bite me, I guess. I don't know where she went. I was scrambling like a madman on the ground trying to get to where I could see where the cup was and anything around it, but I couldn't see where she went. Pretty sure it ran off into the dirt to go live its best life somewhere. But that was a scary, I guess, a karma situation for putting her in a cup all day. It was nuts. Tony, my job situation has been one since all my stuff happened. I lost my amazing career, good salary, etc., and had to work through a bereavement of a career and everything. Oh man, Tony, that's frustrating. I'm sorry, man. Have you been able to find anything since that? Since you've lost that? Um, Feel free to carry on and share whatever you want. We can chat about that. I've got some thoughts in that arena also. Freaky moment, but you gave her a nice easy meal. I did. I gave her. It was a big old beetle, and that black widow. I don't know if you didn't see it. Like its legs like were bigger than, or at least as big as a golf ball in circumference. Like she was big. I don't know. That was really scary though to be tipping over because I can't just jump up with my legs not working. I just hurried and cinched up my shorts as tight as I could against my thighs to make sure that it wasn't going to creep up my pants somehow. I was just looking around, making sure I didn't overlook it nearby me in any way. And then after I'd scrambled around for about 30 or 40 seconds, I finally just had to give in to the idea, be like, okay, you can't get anywhere else right now. You just gotta, you're gonna have to like figure out a way to get back up to your chair and in your chair and get up off the ground. And at that point, I just kind of gave it to God in my mind. I seriously did. I was like, okay, well, I hope she doesn't bite me. I can't do anything else. I'm gonna get up now, and because of all the shadows and everything at night, man, everything on the ground and the wind going crazy and the rain hitting things, like everything was that big black widow. But I would have felt better if I found her body squished somewhere. But I didn't. So that was an interesting night. Yeah, black widows are freaky, anyways, and yeah, you guys know. I've only seen little ones in person. It was big. She probably ran as fast as she could to the grass. Yeah, hopefully that's where she went. I've been hearing for years to go on my own, but I'm properly afraid of failure there, just trying to trust and have faith I need, but God is giving me so much peace still. Tony, yeah, they're, I don't know exactly, I guess, are you in some sort of construction type trade, or, that is a frustrating one. I had a construction business for a minute and felt a lot of those stresses and ideas, and worked for people and then thought I needed to go on my own. IT. There's so much in that world, man. I'm sure if you trust in yourself in that and know that you've got the skills, and obviously if people are thinking you need to go to work for yourself, you know what you're doing. So I think there's lots of opportunities out there for you on that. I did some work in law enforcement that came to an unfortunate end early. And speaking of IT, I had another friend that was military and then tried law enforcement and then scored on the IT world. He didn't have an education in it much, but other than self-educated, and he was hacking. Ended up working for a bank, a local bank here, as one of their security guys because he was able to bust in there. And then Nico, hey, how's it going? Thanks, man. It's good to see you. Love seeing you guys, members tuning in. If you're not signed up and you're showing up on these lives, first off, make sure you're hitting the like. Be really appreciated. But if you want to support our family on our channel and you want to subscribe on the memberships, that would be awesome if you did. I need to focus on the benefits on that, but it is cool to be able to see the people that have been there supporting and being part of our online family on this since the beginning. Like Stormbringer was one of the first few to be here years ago, so it's just cool. But it is a nice place to be able to come and share information with each other. Like, yeah, Summer, you got all sorts of advice. You should be signing up and being in here stirring the pot with everybody. Maybe start with the side jobs, and if you aren't working for a company now, you aren't now. If you aren't, and then the time is right to find your own work. There are so many things that kind of drive that. Sometimes it seems like the universe knows what's going on better than you do, which is God opening up doors for you and giving you that chance to make a run for it. For me in that construction business, it was kind of fun. I got to do it for a while, and then it just turned into too much work trying to chase down money. It was a second job for me. Anyways, I was just building on the side of my law enforcement career. So I really didn't have much time to be chasing money and jobs like you have to keep people employed. And it was just too much for my young little self back then. So yeah, I just went to building on my own. And yeah, that's something that maybe you can start doing. Yes, sir, Nico. I appreciate it, man. I love it that you're here. Seriously, it's good to see you signed in. Thanks for being here. Help tell everybody they want to be a part of our crew on here. We can all support and uplift each other. I think that's what we all need in these days. It's crazy. A bunch of like-minded people and coming together for good and for God and for family, and we can find a lot of strength in that. Hello, Pamela. And then if you guys have any questions at all in regards to me or my situation with the wheelchair, with our family, any advice I can try to give. Yesterday we turned it into a therapy session almost, trying to help someone talk about relationship stuff. Tony, let me see. I gotta figure out how to get these texts to stay on the screen. It'd be really nice. Tony says, my fear comes from failure. I used to do vehicle detailing and had a few nasty winters. Got ill, got pneumonia, and almost lost everything. And it's based, still that's irrational. It's based, but it's still an irrational fear of failure again. Yeah, I think it'd be silly if you weren't afraid or thinking about it. Use that to drive you. Maybe I can find some good thoughts and information as I'm talking to you that are drive me to push harder and do the things I need to be doing to make that income also. You know, it is a stressful life when you're worried about finances. That it can take a lot of your focus and try and spin you around and play pin the tail on the life donkey and figure out which way you're gonna go. But pick a direction, pray. If it feels right, go in that way, man. But seriously, give it to God. Like, don't just do it one time. Like, pray, give it thought, meditate on it, read your scriptures, and I've recently heard people talking that like scriptures are such a powerful tool, and I really think that it is. I know that when I first was trying to straighten my life back out 13 years ago, that was one of the key things that helped me find focus and strength and connection. I've not that I've forgotten that, but I need to put more focus on having scripture time in my life. And I know that it's a powerful tool and helps you get centered and build strength, find strength, get things going in a good upward direction again. But I think if you do it that way, you'll find peace and like a peaceful feeling as you're doing things and man, and trying to do that. So this is one of our friends that was bugging me right now. Big old fat fly on there. Go throw this guy in the garbage. Hopefully he's dead. He's not wanting to get off my thing. Get other. So, but anyways, any other thoughts, and if you want to give up any other information on that, here's the time to do it. We're going to wind down, and Dan, I'm going to get out of here. I got a final inspection happening in 10 minutes. Dang, dude. Well, I appreciate you being tuned in again, man. I really do. And hope that inspection goes well. Make sure you've got the pressure stuck in there. Let's see. As you guys go through the rest of the day, though, sort of like a call to action is think about what situations that you've already had and felt peace, that God's helped you, or think about how you can, let's see what would be, trying to think of another way to think of something to make you really realize or think or dig in your own life, to see where that's happened and a resolve. And I think a lot of times we don't give the resolve any credit. You think, okay, things were crazy, things were really rough right there. God help me, please help me, get me through this, and I'll be good, or I'll do this, or I'll be a better husband or wife, or just whatever. And then like things iron themselves out, and then I think we kind of just move on to the next thing. And then the next time we're stressed out, we do that same pattern. But I think we need to focus on and the recognizing where that resolve came from. And I think it could be powerful to realize that, give it credit, and give thanks and appreciation that way, that the next time you're struggling, you'll know that that's how it's going to go down, and that's what you can expect. And anyways, just realize that there is help and strength for you. You just got to ask for it and do some stuff. Work the best you can to do the things you can to show that you're trying to find that help and answers on your own, and I think it all comes together. God's not just going to hand everything out to you. You've got to be willing to work for it and be trying to do your part too. So do that. Recognize it, see it, give credit to it, give thanks for it, and get ready for the next time, man. And just really try to help people out, help others. And the world's crazy right now. I think we just need to be strong and be there for one another, and help to stay focused and positive against the negative stuff and the adversary and all the craziness and things that are meant to be scary and ugly and horrible out there for us. Like, just do good, think of good things, be of good, be good. Like, I don't know what else I can say. Anyways, God is good. I know He's helped me out. But I find so much strength in that relationship, and I feel like I need to do it more, give it more recognition. And I know I'm really guilty. I think I'm really guilty of what I was just saying, that things will resolve and start to get better. And I think it's so easy to forget all the struggle you just came through and all the help that you were wanting to have. And so let's not do that. Let's realize where it's coming from, and if there's anything else I can share or say or add or answer, let me know. I appreciate everybody that's been here, everybody that's added and brought stuff to our conversation. The truth, I've had to curb how much of the news I read. Yeah, I don't like to get into the news. It's so frustrating lately. They just want to post all the things that really make you feel devastation is just lingering, right? But Nico, man, it's good to see you, Stormbringer. You guys, appreciate you guys. Really appreciate your support and your memberships. Everybody else that feels like you could or want to support in that way, feel free to do so. It's really appreciated. Allows us to try and do this. And what's that? What, babe? I don't know what she said. I need to go help her, I think. But we've got a busy afternoon. Gonna get after it. Hopefully this weather will hold out for a little bit. Let me get outside for a minute so I can wrap things up. But much love. Be good. Be kind. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you're there tomorrow. I'm just going back through any of these messages, you guys. If I've forgotten anything or you guys want to add something, feel free to throw a super chat in there if you're ever feeling like you're being ignored on a question or a thought, and I'll be able to go through and read it and address it and not miss it if you're able to do that. So super chat it up and we'll discuss it. Otherwise, you guys be blessed. Have a great day. And hello from England. How's it going over there? We're just winding this thing down. So nice that you're live again. Makes you happy. Well, thanks, Nico. We really are trying to. We did it all last week, Monday through Friday, and planning Monday through Friday. This one also. I don't want to miss any of it. We've got so much that we need to do. Anyways, oh, what's terrible? So yeah. Anyways, we'll be here trying to get in from 10 to 11. Last couple days we're still dealing with old schedule stuff, so it ends up running a little bit later, and we'll get it all dialed in. So oh, thank you, man. Was it Hashessen? Followed you for a while. First time I caught you on a live, genuine inspiration. It makes me think to myself, I have no excuse sometimes. You're awesome, buddy. Thanks, honestly. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Nico, that is a good point, man. One step at a time. That is a good point. Don't get overwhelmed in the whole big picture, right? So one step at a time, one little push at a time, whatever the case is, I'll be pushing and rolling, and let's get through this day. Be good. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully Andrea will be here. She needs to get her cute face on here. Everyone's troubles are real and big for them, and we support each other and encourage. So true, so true. Step 1 is 100 foot high. Step 100 is 1 foot high. So true, right? All right, you guys. Feel free to leave questions and comments in the feed, and I'll get to them. Much love, for real. Thank you. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, and join, man. Join the fight. So much love. See you guys. See you, Nico. Have a good one. And you too, Hashasin. Thank you.